In this season of gatherings, social occasions, and celebrations, we have more opportunities to connect with others. This often includes neighborhood and community events. Our paths may cross, or perhaps we will socialize more with our neighbors. This can be a fun time of getting to know each other. It's good to know your neighbors. Do you know yours? According to Pew Research, fewer than half of American adults know most or all of their neighbors. You might believe this is so because everyone's connections are now digital. But the Pew Internet and American Life Project has shown no correlation between internet use and contact with neighbors. In fact, surprisingly, Americans who go online daily are more likely than non-internet users to know some of their neighbors by name. Isn't that interesting? This factoid begs the question of everyone being online is looking up everyone else, right? This is a conversation for another day. When we do have face-to-face conversations with our neighbors, complications can arise. Perhaps someone asks us to do something we would never have considered before. It could be anything. It may be completely innocent, or immoral, indecent, illegal, or in the gray area of you decide. If you've lived for a bit, you've probably encountered requests you didn't believe you were hearing. They turned your stomach and at the same time shocked you to your core. You know the feeling. It's a warning pain that goes off deep within, reminding us this suggestion is not proper. Being respectful of others and ourselves, we wouldn't dare think of doing such a thing. We know we wouldn't do such a thing, and we're not going to. If you've ever found yourself squirming uncomfortably in the proverbial grill or hot seat and want to live a God-honoring life, this video is for you. In response to outlandish requests, some feel pressured to argue about something they wouldn't do ordinarily and why they believe it's wrong or not a fit for their life. Whatever the reason, it doesn't suit them. It becomes an issue or a bone of contention. While we don't have to go into great detail explaining why we're not complying with every request we receive, our Heavenly Father's directives are the criteria to apply in all cases. As God's children, we do have higher standards and expectations. Romans 12, 1-2, the Message describes these standards and expectations. So here's what I want you to do. God helping you take your everyday, ordinary life, your sleeping, eating, going to work, and walking around life, and place it before God as an offering. Embracing what God does for you is the best thing you can do for Him. Don't become so well adjusted to your culture that you fit into it without even thinking. Instead, fix your attention on God. You'll be changed from the inside out. Readily recognize what He wants from you and quickly respond to it, unlike the culture around you, always dragging you down to its level of immaturity. God brings out the best out of you, develops well-formed maturity in you. So not agreeing to do something that doesn't fit within our life as we walk out our faith is not passing judgment on another. It's just not for us. This keeps us on track and in step with Jesus. Others may, can, and do make choices we might never. It is their choice. This is our choice. For example, in our family's home life, we have house rules. They are the same today as they were when we raised our children. They serve as a framework for all to know what to expect, like how we customarily do things, and most importantly in our son's mind, when dinner is served. These rules provide a stable home environment. Do you have house rules? Not everyone's house rules are the same. Do you remember as a child going to a friend's house and discovering they were permitted to do something you weren't allowed to do at your home? It may not have been morally bad, hopefully not. It was just not done the same way at your home. People do things differently and it's okay. We have choices. Personal standards allow us to live in an ordered environment with rules to guide behaviors, practices, and outlining unacceptable actions with consequences. This is molded after God's order of living for us as His beloved. These personal standards also help us to make appropriate choices in line with them. When offered opportunities or entertaining suggestions that lie on the fringes for us. Can you relate to any of the neighbor issues I shared in this video? How will you handle challenging neighbor relationships and problems? I believe you can address challenging neighborhood problems and build healthy relationships with those who are caring, keeping the focus as we should and addressing them as the Bible instructs us is the most effective way. For more about dealing with hurtful people and painful relationships and about forgiving, I've linked some videos and real-life resources for you below. Friend, I hope this video encourages you. Be sure to hug the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to my channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next drop in this series and others. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.